Welcome back. We've seen the images. The devastation on Maui has left thousands of people and animals displaced. And joining us now live from Maui to talk about the impact to animals and how you can help is Maui Humane Society Director of Marketing, Katie Shannon. And Katie, thank you so much for being here. We know you're really busy. Can you tell us first what kind of situation the Humane Society is dealing with right now?
Absolutely. It has been devastating here on Maui, but you know what? The Maui community has answered. We have had so many volunteers and hundreds of donations here at the shelter, which is phenomenal because what we are doing is prepping kennels, pop-up kennels, and emergency kits to develop and actually provide to the shelters for assistance for the people that need it most. So we are providing different emergency kits to War Memorial and to Maui High School. We're also providing them to Hanabel Tavares Community Center and Ma'alaya Harbor because this is where people are going to be bringing their animals once the roads are open. We have been able to distribute them so far. There are hundreds and thousands of people that have needed to evacuate or are just displaced, and so we know that animals will follow, and so we've been able to distribute them so far.
And, you know, we were seeing some images earlier as you were talking to us of, you know, some animals that were burned. So have you been seeing a lot of animals? I know you're expecting an influx though, right?
Exactly. So we've had a few animals that have come through. We actually have a dog that has just arrived while we've been sitting on this call. But we have had a burn victim of a dog, and you know, the scorched paws all the way down to the bone is just so terrifying, and the whiskers are just so scorched from the fire that she was running away from. She was actually picked up by a firefighter and saved, and then brought to emergency personnel who dropped her off at Maui Humane Society. The number one thing that we're going to be asking people to do is to file lost reports for their pets, because what we want to do is reunite their owners with their pets once we are able to have that road open and actually attend to, you know, the tragedy that is happening.
So how exactly can people go about doing that? What do they need to do now if they are looking for their pets?
So it also is so difficult because the cell service and communications on Lahaina are still discontinued or, you know, disconnected. And so we are asking people, once they are able to, if they can hear this, you know, to file lost reports on our website, mauihumanesociety.org. And if there are family members that might be able to do that for them, that's perfect. Basically, we just need some basic information and a photo of the animal, and so that we can reunite the contact information, so that we can reunite the human and the pet. This will really allow us to, you know, allow them to reunite as quickly as possible. We're also asking people for monetary donations, and that is because we know that there are going to be animals in such horrible shape and needing life-saving medical procedures when they arrive, and the donations will be able to ensure that these costs are going to be covered so that we can continue to serve the community to the best of our ability.
And there's something that you created, right, to help make it a little bit easier if folks want to maybe help foster or even, you know, across the state. Explain that a little bit.
Yes, we've created a Facebook group that's called Maui Fire's Pet Help Group, and this is really to connect people that are here on Maui that need help to the people that can offer help. And so this is an opportunity for the community to come together, because although we would love to be able to help every single person, we know that our resources are only as fast or as limited as we're able to move. And so we are going to need this entire island and all of the Hawaiian Islands to work together to really rebuild Maui. You know, we are only 48 hours really into this tragedy, and we are waiting to be able to help those that need it most. But this community group will allow people to connect together and hopefully try to rebuild Maui as quickly as possible.
And real quick before you let you go, you know, do the shelters have enough food, toys, everything that you need, cat litter? Do you have all of that, or should people be making donations if they can?
I will say the community has showed up and given a tremendous amount of supplies, but we know that they are they're limited. And so we are going to be handing these out to all of the shelters and anyone who comes to Maui Humane Society needing help. The number one thing that we need are pop-up kennels to ensure that animals can stay contained. We also need kitty litter. We have a very large amount of community cats on island and pet cats. We heard about people running out of their homes with cats underneath their arms. And of course, we can always use additional pet food, whether it's wet or dry, and treats. And of course, keeping our pets enriched with toys would be phenomenal as well. Really, anything that people are willing to donate, we will take, we will distribute. Without being able to be there on the ground, it is hard to determine and be able to assess what the true needs are. And so we are just really anticipating right now and prepping as much as possible so that we can be there to answer the call once that road is open.
Yeah, and we hope that's sooner than later. Of course, those monetary donations will really help. Well, Katie Shannon, Director of Marketing at Maui Humane Society, thank you so much for joining us. Got to take care of our fur babies, definitely.